I will be debunking the Death Battle episode Android 18 vs. Captain Marvel, but I will be focusing on Captain Marvel since I feel this is the character that got massively underanalyzed. I will be using information from 1977 to 2015, 2 years before the video debut, to be fair. Heck, I'll narrow the scope further by using the main info from Carol's 2006 Miss Marvel run, only bringing in information outside this series for support to flesh out the info found within these pages.
Captain Marvel has had many names in her career, but when she was born, she was simply Carol Danvers.
Carol grew up in Boston and joined the Air Force to pay for college.
Carol's full name is Carol Susan Jane Danvers, and her Flurkin's full name is Chewbacca Sassy Danvers.
With these powers, Captain Marvel has done some pretty amazing things. While training with the Avengers, the combat simulation measured that she could deliver a force of 92 tons, almost 10 times the destructive power of a Davy Crockett nuclear missile.
First thing, even in the thought bubbles they present showing her punching power makes it very freaking clear that this was not her limit. She is way stronger than this, as I am about to highlight from her Miss Marvel 2006 run. Number 1, Carol within her 2006 run punched Crew into low orbit in seconds, and she weighs 1,504 pounds. Number 2, she tackled and carried a Hulk-based Super Skrull weighing 1,150 pounds through several buildings into space in seconds. And number 3, Carol ripped apart Doomsday Man's body, which can withstand the pressure of Earth's core. These are all minor examples of her power.
Once she flew from Broadway to the end of the atmosphere in only 1 minute and 58 seconds. That's a lot of sky to cover in less than 2 minutes.
She claims that's her personal record. Now, considering the distance between a New York City street and the exosphere, Marvel must have been flying 247 times faster than the speed of sound.
This explanation for this feat annoys me because a quick Google search on the edge of Earth's exosphere would have resulted with a different number for the end of the atmosphere. A definition for the outermost edge of the exosphere is around 190,000 kilometers, making the high end for this feat Mach 4,694. This isn't even close to being her best speed feat. When Carol fought the Corman robot hybrid Doomsday Man, she was able to dodge his tachyon beams, which are faster than light. When Carol fought an alternate universe version of Warbird, she repeatedly evaded the alternate Carol's optic photonic blasts, which moves at the speed of light. And during her binary days, she flew from what appeared to be Earth to the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which is about 25,800 light-years within days to meet the Keeper.
If Marvel absorbs enough energy, she can access the powers of binary, a form she took after losing her powers, getting lost in space, and being experimented on by aliens. Long story. As binary, she can tap into the power of a white hole and generate star levels of energy.
What this means is that Carol's binary power is capable of destroying the Brood outpost planet Madrazar by accident in an attempt to kill the Brood Queen, and go supernova against the storyteller's recreation of the cosmic threat the Swarm.
Captain Marvel may have been one of the Avengers' mightiest warriors, but she couldn't stand up to the impressive power, speed, and expertise of Android 18.
First off, the numbers don't lie.
They do when you deliberately ignore them.
When it comes to speed, Carol's best record put her in just under 200,000 miles per hour, but 18 could move over 100,000 miles faster.
Carol can dodge faster than light tachyon beams in base, and fly 25,800 light-years within days in binary.
Most apparent of all, Marvel's durability and strength feats simply pale in comparison to 18's.
Carol Danvers endured crushing Crew's Cavorite crystal that was capable of vaporizing a hunk of the planet or destroy it altogether. In the alternate Warbirds universe, the hundreds of Cavorite crystals that were located in the McCord Army base completely annihilated the Earth, and Crew was using one of the bigger ones. She was also strong enough to break out from Norman Osborn's power-inhibiting adamantium plus vibranium composite restraining chair. Adamantium has been constantly shown to be able to withstand hits from the Incredible Hulk.
The only way Marvel's power could match 18's was to absorb enough energy to reach her binary form.
But 18 is no stranger to that technique. There's no doubt she recognized what Carol was doing and stopped feeding her energy. Even if Carol had somehow achieved the full force of Binary, that wouldn't have guaranteed a win. I mean, the last time we saw Binary in the comics, she was taken down by some alien guns. Guess she's not as good at absorbing energy as she thought.
First, Carol has the ability to absorb energy around her, like solar heat hitting the Earth's surface, and transform into her binary form through that. She does not need to rely on her opponent for energy. Second, Carol fighting and defeating cyborgs like Doomsday Man and energy manipulators like Moonstone means that Android 18 would have very little surprises for her. Third, the space guns that knocked her out, not even killing her, which was their intentions, belong to the Builders. A race that started a galactic war in order to destroy Earth to stop the end of the universe from the incursions. They were able to dominate an alliance between empires like Earth, Shi'ar, Kree, Skrulls and Annihilation Wave. Also, she was attacked from behind while she was focusing her electromagnetic and gravity manipulation to grab and protect her comrades. All of this was in the exact same comic issue they used for their false analysis. Lastly, Carol's energy absorption ability is not a passive ability, it's not always active. She has to deliberately activate her ability to absorb energy. This is one of the most egregious misrepresentation of a character's ability that I have ever seen.
With superior speed, strength, tactics, and endurance,
That is all wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Carol is much faster, more powerful, a lot more tactical, and definitely more durable than their Android 18 analysis.
Have a taste of your own energy!
KO! And that's why
the winner is
Captain Marvel